Okay guys, today's review is 2014's Gareth Edwards Godzilla. Hi guys, today we're going to be taking a look at Gareth Edwards' 2014 adaptation of Godzilla from Legendary Pictures / Warner Brothers. Well, the first time I heard about this film was in 2009. Bloody discussed and reported that they was going to do another Godzilla film in the upcoming years, and it said that there was no director at the time, but he did mention Legendary Pictures and Warner Brothers were looking to adapt Godzilla to the big screen again. And Godzilla is basically about, if you haven't seen it already, it's about there's nuclear testing at the beginning of the film as the credits roll, and we get to see the spines of Godzilla coming in out of this water, out of the ocean, if I remember correctly, and we're hinted at little things like that throughout the film. There's a nuclear meltdown, and Bryan Cranston, as you know from Breaking Bad, plays, I think it's Joe Brody, I think that's his name, Joe something anyway, and his wife is killed in this nuclear meltdown accident at a power plant in Japan. Fast forward 15 years and Joe's had a son, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, and his fiancée, his wife, Elizabeth Olsen. And Joe's trying to uncover the truth. He uncovers the truth eventually, and we're treated to giant muto monsters. If that's how I remember correctly how the story goes, because a lot of these films are about the monsters and the dynamics and the special effects. And Godzilla, a muto or CGI. A muto gets loose, well, one of them does, there's a male one and a female one, and muto monsters get loose, and Joe, without giving too much away, well, a character dies anyway, but I won't give away which one. But if you've already seen it, you probably know who lives and who dies anyway. Here we go. The rampage is on. Muto monsters are on the loose. And out of the ocean, I think it's Hawaii, comes Godzilla. Ken Watanabe, if that's how you pronounce his name. Ken Watanabe plays Dr. Serizawa, who in the original Godzilla, there was a character called Dr. Serizawa who committed suicide. Only, I assume, hardcore Godzilla fans are going to recognise the name Serizawa in this film, and he's the one who has the idea, basically, letting the monsters fight. Let them fight. And basically that's what we're setting up for in this just under 2-hour film. As I said before, Godzilla's CGI, the muto monsters CGI, they're kind of like, one of them's like a winged creature and the other one goes on the floor, on the ground, and causes destruction all over the USA, and nuclear warheads are being devoured by them, if I remember correctly, as they try to, the muto monsters, the male and the female, are trying to come together to lay their nest and everything and create more muto monster dinosaurs, and set the world back to a stone age. And the only one that can prevent all this and restore balance, of course, is the king of the monsters, Godzilla, who does come to the aid of mankind, and all the monsters meet during the end of this film, at the end of the 2-hour film, and we get kaiju action, monster action, and I won't give too much away because like that would ruin it for you. Anyway, Godzilla has come with mixed reviews. 5 years in the making, came out 2014. And when I went to watch this with my little brother and a few friends, my little brother was like complaining because there wasn't enough Godzilla in this film. All in all, there's about 11 minutes worth of Godzilla, I believe. I think there's more Muto monster action than there is actually Godzilla. And I know that by checking the videos on YouTube. Is Godzilla a good film? I'd give it a 3 out of 5 possibly. And I did enjoy it, and it's good to hear the King of the Monsters roar in digital stereo, in Dolby Surround, when he does turn up. And his scenes are very brief, but the build-ups are there. You can't complain that the suspense isn't there in this film, because it is. And when we first see Godzilla, we're treated to a shot panning up of his torso, and soldiers are on this roof and they're firing up flares, and these red flares with smoke trailing off them are lighting up Godzilla's chest and everything. And he's basically the soldiers, Aaron Taylor Johnson, just get his name right again, Aaron Taylor Johnson, yeah, from, as we know from the Kick-Ass films, is basically like one of the lead characters in this kaiju monster film. And like in a lot of monster films, especially the classic ones, you'll find that a lot of the monsters are shot in darkness and they are CGI and they look huge on the screen. I saw it in IMAX 3D and really did enjoy it, to be honest. It has come with mixed reviews, I must admit that. Godzilla 2 is due out in 2018, and Godzilla is beginning to be a franchise again, or at least in the States. In 2016, next year, we've got a Japanese Toho Godzilla film coming out. From, I think it's from the directors, or at least they had something to do with the new Attack on Titan films which are coming out in Japan and worldwide, as far as I know. At least it's going to cinema in Australia and North America. Hope we get it in the UK at least, on DVD at least. If we don't get it on the cinema, if we do, I think it'll be a limited release. Godzilla is a 12. I have this on Blu-ray and Steelbook, but the features on there are the legendary Godzilla, a whole new level of destruction, and the ancient enemy Mutos. Basically, a few behind the scenes stuff really. It's nothing major or anything like that. I heard there might be an extended version of Godzilla. Or at least there are extended scenes and stuff, but that's another story, that is. Nobody knows where they are. There were scenes actually cut from this film, and one of them was the Japanese actors that starred in the original Godzilla, Akira I cannot pronounce his second name, but if you know who I mean, I believe he was a popular Toho face, and he had a scene in this film, Akira did. And it was cut by Warner Brothers, but Gareth Edwards, the director, wanted to keep it in, but sadly did not happen. Gareth Edwards also did Monsters. He's going on to do the Star Wars Rogue One, is it, next year on the cinema, the Star Wars spin-off film. But that's my look at Godzilla, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below about Godzilla. People have given this film mixed reviews, mainly because they don't see enough Godzilla, and they're thinking maybe you have to be a real Godzilla fan to enjoy it, like a film like this, or maybe even the hardcore Godzilla fans, some of them are even panning this film and everything. But I'd definitely give it a 3 out of 5. I'd definitely give it a watch. At least watch it once. Watch it how it's supposed to be watched. It was in 3D at the cinema. Watch it in 3D on Blu-ray if you've got a 3D TV. Or at least watch the Blu-ray and see the quality of the picture and everything like that. But I've yet to review the Blu-ray itself. But everybody take care out there. Hope you've liked this look at Godzilla. And this is part of my Godzilla reviews collection. And everybody take care. See you soon. Bye.